Welcome back to Silence and Noise. I'm your host, Amokeberry. Today's conversation is for anyone who has ever felt the need to explain themselves, justify their decisions, or seek approval before taking a step forward. Today we are talking about something powerful. Stop asking for permission to be yourself. Think about it. How many dreams have you delayed because you were worried about what people might say? How many times have you stayed silent when you wanted to speak? How many versions of yourself have you hidden just to be accepted? The truth is, many of us learned very early that being accepted felt safer than being authentic. We learned to become who people wanted us to be: the good child, the strong friend, the responsible one, the peacemaker, the person who never causes problems. And while those roles may have protected us, they often came at a cost. The cost was ourselves. For most of my life, I've lived trying to prove a point. I wanted to make the right choices, say the right things, and live in a way that would make people proud. Deep down, I was terrified of being a disappointment. I measured my decisions against the opinions of others, constantly wondering what would people say. There were opportunities that could have changed my life, decisions that could have elevated my status, expanded my world, and opened doors I only dreamed about, but I turned them down. Not because they were wrong, not because I wasn't capable, but because I was afraid of judgment. I waited for approval, I waited for validation, I waited for certain people to tell me it was okay to live the life I wanted. And while I was waiting, life kept moving. Today, when I look back, I sometimes regret the opportunities I allowed fear to steal from me. Not fear of failure, but fear of people's opinion. The truth is, many of the people whose approval I desperately sought were too busy living their own lives to carry the weight of my decisions. One of the most liberating lessons I've learned is this: when you constantly live for validation, you unintentionally place your destiny in someone else's hands. You become afraid to grow, afraid to take risks, afraid to evolve. And because you know it, your potential becomes limited by voices that were never meant to direct your life. Imagine how much further we would all go if we worried less about what people think. Imagine the freedom that comes from trusting yourself enough to make decisions without waiting for applause. Imagine the peace that comes from knowing that your life belongs to you. The reality is that people will always have something to say. If you succeed, they will talk. If you fail, they will talk. If you stay the same, they will talk. So why not live boldly anyway? Your life is too precious to be spent seeking permission. The next chapter of your life may be waiting on the other side of a decision you've been afraid to make because of other people's opinion. Choose courage, choose growth, choose yourself, because the life you deserve begins the moment you stop asking for permission to live it. One of the most exhausting ways to live is constantly performing for approval, because approval is temporary. The moment you gain it from one person, you start seeking it from another, and before long, your identity becomes dependent on other people's opinion. But healing teaches you something different. Healing teaches you that your value does not increase when people approve of you, and it does not decrease when they don't. The reality is, not everyone will understand your journey. Not everyone will support your growth. Not everyone will celebrate your healing. Some people only liked the version of you that never challenged them, the version of you that never set boundaries, the version of you that always said yes, the version of you that stayed small. And when you start growing, some people become uncomfortable, not because you're wrong, but because your growth reminds them of their own limitations. One of the biggest signs of healing is when you stop needing permission. Permission to rest, permission to dream bigger, permission to say no, permission to start over, permission to be different, permission to outgrow people, permission to choose yourself. Because the truth is, you already have permission. The life you're building requires authenticity. It requires honesty. It requires courage. And courage isn't the absence of fear. It's moving forward despite fear. It's showing up despite fear. It's choosing yourself despite fear. Today, I want you to ask yourself, who would I be if I stopped worrying about being judged? What would I pursue if I wasn't afraid of disappointing people? What would change if I trusted myself more? The answer may surprise you, because underneath all the noise, the real you has been there all along, waiting, growing, becoming. As we close today's episode, remember this: your healing does not require permission. Your voice does not require permission. Your dreams do not require permission, and your authenticity certainly does not require permission. Be yourself. The world does not need another copy. It needs the person you were created to be. Just look at how far we've come on Silence the Noise. I'm here to say thank you so much. I am super grateful for following through with this healing journey. Thank you again for joining me on Silence the Noise. Until next time, quiet the chaos, trust your voice, and never apologize for becoming who you are. But before we go, take a deep breath with me and say this within yourself. I release the need for approval. I trust myself. I honor my voice. I embrace my authentic self. I no longer shrink to fit expectations. I am worthy exactly as I am. I choose courage over comfort. I choose authenticity over acceptance. I give myself permission to be fully and unapologetically me. Remember this: the moment you stop asking for permission is the moment you start living authentically. And this is a reminder that your purpose is bigger than people's opinion. Keep choosing yourself, keep moving forward, and until next time, keep silencing the noise. See you next time on Silence the Noise. I leave you with this. Bye-bye.